Today we're cooking the world's most exotic meats. From $100 chickens to scale-covered reptiles to rare African beasts, we'll be covering the entire animal kingdom. The meats we'll be trying in this video will keep getting more and more exotic, and by the end, we'll be reaching some truly uncharted territory. Starting with this elk loin. Elk is one of my favorite types of wild game. Elk are massive animals weighing up to 1,100 pounds. They're significantly larger than deer and are said to have a sweet, clean taste, with more robust flavors due to their natural diet of grass, shrubs, and other plants. For many, they're considered the pinnacle of wild game hunting. High energy? You guys ready? Welcome, Sophia and Kyle, to our adventure in exotic meats. We're starting off very tame here with some elk. Cheers.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Super tender.
Very similar to beef in terms of flavor. A little bit of gaminess to it, but I don't hate it.
If you didn't tell me what that was, I probably would just think it was a type of beef or something. Pretty good.
Overall, a very strong start, putting the elk in the A category. Next up, we have water buffalo filet mignon steaks. Water buffalo can be found all over the world, especially in Southeast Asia. And it's quite popular in India where beef isn't eaten. Some say it's more like tender and leaner beef, so let's give it a shot. What do you get when you combine water with buffalo?
Water buffalo?
Cheers. So tender.
I'd almost choose that over beef.
It's honestly juicy. It's honestly dank.
I mean, to be fair, this was $80 a pound and it is the tenderloin, so it better be tender, but still, this was fantastic. And we have our very first S tier. And next up, we have frog legs, and these guys are jacked. I mean, just check out those hamstrings and calves. No wonder they can jump so high. Frog legs are rich in protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and other vitamins, and they're commonly eaten in cuisines all over the world. The first time I tried frog legs was actually by accident. Turns out the Chinese word for frog and chicken are very similar, and when I was in China, I accidentally ordered them. I was in for quite the surprise, but I actually remember sort of liking them. Frog legs, Kyle, you got it. Frog legs, frog legs. And we're gloving up for this one.
Looks like a roided out chicken wing. Look at the size of that.
Everyone always says it tastes like chicken.
Cheers. This tastes like a chicken wing.
No
Last time I ate it, I thought it tasted way fishier. This time it tastes way more like chicken. Maybe that's because it's fried, kind of like a chicken wing.
I'm getting a little bit of fishiness though.
It's like a fishy chicken wing.
The texture is also kind of like...
It's like a flaky white fish.
Yeah.
All that being said, we're gonna put it somewhere in the middle and give it a C. All right, get home safe, Sophia. See you later, alligator.
Same to you, kangaroo.
It's time for gator. I've had very mixed experiences with eating alligator in my life, but now that I'm officially a certified Florida man, it's time to give it another shot. Perfectly battered and fried, at least visually, these give McDonald's nuggets a run for their money.
Are these tater tots?
Gator tots.
Oh, yeah.
Just going in. This could pass for a chicken nugget. Ooh, though it is a little stringy.
This tastes less fishy to me than the frog did.
The texture is almost like overcooked dark meat chicken, but I like this. Meaning gator is a very solid B. Next up, we have Maui Nui venison rib chops. This right here is the highest quality venison in the world. And believe it or not, this is venison that I actually harvested myself. The key to these high quality rib chops is cooking them to medium rare, and we're keeping it super simple over the grill. To me, this is the Wagyu of venison. Axis deer.
It really resembles a lamb chop, but the flavor is so good and the crust is amazing.
Most of the venison I've had does have a gaminess to it, but this Hawaiian axis deer is completely next level.
Super clean and tender and just bursts with flavor. And we saw the whole process of this being made.
We definitely saw the process of them being harvested.
That was wild.
And without question, that right there is S tier. Next up, it is time for ostrich.
Max, we don't have any ostrich.
Well, guess we gotta call that ostrich dealer.
Hey, someone call the ostrich dealer? I got you meat, I got you egg, what do you want?
I'll just go with the meat today.
Hey, payment up front. Pleasure doing business.
Next up, ostrich. Ostrich are the biggest birds in the world, weighing up to 300 pounds. They're native to Africa and live in a variety of habitats including grasslands, savannas, shrublands, and deserts. I've cooked their massive eggs a few times, which is the equivalent of 24 normal eggs. But this is the first time I've grilled one up like a steak.
That is some rare looking ostrich.
I don't think you're pronouncing ostrich right.
How do you say it?
Ostrich.
You're saying it like R-I-D-G-E. It's I-C-H. Ostrich.
Is it wrong? Let me know in the comments because I think he's crazy.
I don't like this ostrich.
I don't like it. It's kind of tender though. She hates it.
There's like an irony taste, like a...
Ooh, oh, the aftertaste.
Genuinely, if you didn't tell me what that was, I would have no clue what even class of animal that is.
Yeah.
Red meat, poultry, fish, it legitimately could be any of them, and that kind of freaks me out.
Wait, it is poultry though. My point is, are we allowed to cook that to medium rare?
Oh,
Absolutely not our favorite so far, but I have a strong feeling that some of the things we're gonna be eating are going to be significantly worse than this. So for that reason, we're giving it a D and not an F. And next up, it is time for turtle. Turtle is often compared to chicken, but said to be more along the lines of pork with a slight seafood edge. That sounds appetizing. I kind of thought turtles were all shell, but pretty impressed with the yield on this thing. Deep fried into a nugget, and let's see how this tastes. We are starting to approach some truly exotic meats. This right here is turtle nuggets.
that's kind of messed up.
For the side-by-side comparison, we have some good old-fashioned McDonald's nuggets.
Oh yeah.
It smells great, just something about eating a turtle right now.
It's really hard to bite.
It is, once again, giving me fishy vibes.
Calamari?
Overcooked calamari that's like stringy. Flavor-wise, it's not horrible, but
I think if the texture wasn't as hard to chew and you told me that was calamari, I'd probably say it was pretty good.
I gotta have one of these nuggets. Have you ever examined a chicken nugget?
I do not think you want to do that.
I think this is the ribeye. Look at that.
That is so gross.
I was gonna like maybe enjoy this and now you're dissecting it.
Mr. Turtle is gonna be a D. This one's right up my alley because next up we are tasting some of the world's most exotic jerky. Jerky is a process that involves seasoning and drying meat, so really you can turn any protein into jerky. Now I've done my fair share of jerky making experiments, including that one video where we attempted to turn legitimately everything into jerky. But shark jerky is for sure a new one for me. 4 types of exotic jerky. I'm gonna give you each a random piece and you have to try to tell me which one you are eating. There's rabbit, kangaroo, shark, and python. Here you go. Cheers.
Mine's very sweet and it's kind of weird. Not the biggest fan of this one. I'm eating a rabbit.
No!
Or a python.
Oh yeah, second choice. It's not the last time you'll be eating python today, Kyle.
Honestly, I kind of like mine. Kangaroo?
Correct!
Really?
Yes!
No way!
That was
Come on,
fantastic.
anyone could have guessed kangaroo.
I tried the shark. It tastes like just sugar. It is extremely crystallized. They must use a ton of sugar and honey, and it does taste fishy. Needless to say, mixed reviews on this jerky right here, but if you are interested in trying the best jerky in the world, head on over to maxjerky.com. If you enjoy our videos, it is by far the best way to support our channel. Use code EXOTIC30 for 30% off your next purchase, and we appreciate the support. We're giving exotic jerky a C. Heading all the way to the land down under, this right here is kangaroo filet mignon. Kangaroo is lean with a gamey flavor, so this red wine and citrus marinade should be a perfect pairing. They have giant tails that act as a third leg, and based on the videos I've seen online, they can be highly aggressive. I've learned you do not want to mess with a kangaroo. You guys ever see Kangaroo Jack?
Are we eating Jack?
Look how tall he is.
I did like the kangaroo jerky, so
Cheers.
it's like not sour, but like tangy.
This was the first one we marinated. There is a slight gaminess to it, kind of like venison. It's also very tender, and you'd think a kangaroo's like sinewy and like they're always jumping around, but that right there melted in your mouth.
I actually like that more than like venison or elk.
It was $200 a pound, which I think it's a lot cheaper down in Australia. Overall, a lot better than we expected, and a very solid B. Things are starting to get wild because this right here is a whole camel rib roast. This thing is crazy looking. There's this huge knob of fat kind of running throughout. I think that's what's separating the cap from the rest of the rib roast. First of all, I am shocked by how good the marbling looks on this thing. And based on my understanding of a ribeye's anatomy, I actually think this is the ribeye cap, which is absolutely massive for this thing. And the color on it is just stunning. Camel is commonly eaten in the Middle East and Northeast Africa. And and it's an important part of cuisines in many regions. It's a ribeye, so I had to cook it to medium rare.
If only it was hump day.
It is hump day. Camel ribeye. It started tasting like steak, and then the flavor comes out.
I'm gonna be straight up, the more I chew this, the more disgusting it gets.
Ooh.
Something not good. Tastes like a barn smells.
The first half of the bite was beef. It was steak. The second half definitely had a barn note to it.
Manure, like horsey.
Good thing we're dry aging a whole one. We want to increase those funky notes.
Definitely not great, but probably not the worst thing we're gonna be eating today. So for that reason, we're giving it a D. And next up we have llama filet mignon. And for reference, these two little pieces cost $200. Let that sink in. Llamas are native to the Andes Mountains of Peru and Bolivia, but can be found in other areas of South America. It's highly versatile, often grilled, stewed, dried, or used as an empanada filling. At $200 a pound, hopes are very high. Still got that camel in my,
I'm starting to feel a little bit sick if I'm being honest.
Llama tenderloin.
It's not bad.
Very unique seasoning profile on it.
The meat itself doesn't have any funky flavors. It's really good.
It's not gamey, it's really clean.
A little less tender than a typical tenderloin would be, but I like the chew. Especially coming after the camel, I am very pleasantly surprised, and we're giving it an A. This is not your average chicken. What we have in front of us is a $100 Bluefoot chicken. The Bluefoot is a Canadian chicken hybrid bred to resemble the French poulet de Bresse, a super premium chicken known for its incredibly rich, juicy, and tender meat. Many chefs around the world praise the chicken as being the most flavorful, and though it's often recommended to be turned into a soup or braised, today we roasted it to try and really experience that flavor. A very welcome sight, we have roasted chicken.
Is there a catch?
The catch is that this is the most expensive chicken I could find. It tastes exactly like chicken.
Tastes more like turkey to me.
Fresh rotisserie chicken.
Like your standard chicken. It's good chicken. Would you pay $99 for it?
I'll let you pay $99 for it and I'll eat it.
For sure a tasty chicken, but by no means was it worth the price tag. For that reason, we're giving it a C. Heading all the way on over to Africa, we have a $100 Gemsbok ribeye. Gemsbok live in the drier regions of Botswana, Namibia, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. They're 98% lean and extremely rich in omega-3s, as they are truly completely grass and brush-fed meat. This diet is said to give their meat a delicate and slightly sweet flavor with hints of nuttiness. So next up, we have Gemsbok. Wow. So tender.
That's a strong...
Oh, whoa, that was so gross.
Really? That is so sad. I loved it.
It was almost like it was waterlogged, and then I ate it, and then the juices came out, and it made me want to gag.
I feel like I kind of get almost like a woody or earthy taste to it, but in a good way.
Clearly some very mixed reviews for the Gemsbok between the crew here, so we're gonna put it right in the middle at a C. This is the deepest red color we've seen on a piece of meat so far. What we have in front of us is beaver tenderloin. Beavers are more commonly trapped for their fur, though the Native Americans were eating them long before the European settlers arrived. This is an extremely expensive cut, so I kept it simple with an authentic Native American spice blend, cooked to medium rare.
It's so rare.
Looks like ostrich.
It's not ostrich.
Oh, that's so much softer than I would have ever imagined.
So soft. Yeah, the aftertaste. Whoever wrote on Google that it's a great meat to eat, if you ever had an iron tasting food or like just blood flavor,
that's not good.
It's even worse when you wash it down with the water because then you start actually tasting the taste.
That cost $100. I think that gets an F.
Okay, if you guys do not want to see an armadillo, then please stop watching. Because next up we have armadillo. Believe it or not, armadillo is said to taste like high quality pork, and it's eaten in certain parts of Central and South America. It's historically eaten during difficult times when other meat was hard to come by, and honestly, I'm feeling nervous about this one.
Oh my God.
Did you go to the dumpster and take all the juice that sits at the bottom?
Oh yes, that is exactly.
I'm throwing in the towel.
You don't even know what it is yet.
I don't care, it's freaking trash.
I want to just like have one bite just so I know what it tastes like.
See, that's my sister right there.
Immediately spitting it out. I'm gonna be honest, it tastes like canned tuna fish.
Oh man.
My first few bites, I was looking directly into your eyes, and it felt like things were going well. And then as I continued chewing,
Then the flavor opened up.
It really opened up and legitimately tasted exactly how you would think roadkill would taste. Sitting on the road for like 4 or 5 days, scraped up and put into a stew.
That sounds like it is getting an F.
Like, I don't love the idea of food waste, but this is going in the trash where it belongs. This is another weird one. Next up we have a possum. A possum. A possum. We have a possum. In the Caribbean, a possum is often smoked, then stewed. A combination of cooking techniques that often suggest the chef is covering up for something. Some say it tastes like chicken with a catfish aftertaste. This one should be interesting. Next up, we have a possum.
It's like a tree rat.
I'm surprised by how big the pieces of meat are. 3, 2, 1, a possum. It tastes like tuna. Like unseasoned tuna in water.
Yes.
Did we just uncover the biggest scams in sliced bread?
We might have.
Are they freaking changing out the tuna for a possum?
If you told me that was something different, didn't tell me, I'd say, wow, this is a really cool dish, Max. You put tuna into a beef stew. That's genius.
Honestly, a shockingly high score of a D for the opossum. Why is this juicing so much? And next up, it is time for python.
I'm a snake.
Pythons can grow to be some of the largest snakes in the world and are actually an invasive species in my backyard, the Florida Everglades. It's popular to deep fry them, so we're going with a southern style deep fried python nugget with Cajun seasoning. After the last two, this looks delicious. Bit dense, kind of reminds me of the frog legs.
I don't hate it.
It's not like chicken, but it's also not like frog. You know when you get fish at the store and it's just not very fresh? I think it tastes like a white fish that's old.
With a dipping sauce, it would be appetizing. Putting python at a C. I don't think any group of humans have consumed this array of animals on the same day. And for our most expensive cut of the day, we have a $400 a pound piece of bobcat tenderloin. Don't worry, Tibby, not house cat, it's bobcat. Tibby, I would never eat you. Bobcats are highly adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats in North America. It's said to have a mild flavor and dense, meaty texture. For the price, this one better blow us away. For our most expensive exotic meat of the day, we have bobcat.
This tastes like tuna. I'm gonna lose my What is that flavor?
What is that?
It's not like manure. It's not like tuna. Ammonia, but like
Beefy.
And it's like a peak. Beefy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's palatable and it's like unique, but after eating about 20 different types of exotic meats, that is the last thing I needed.
Maybe what we're tasting is like extreme gaminess.
This must be as wild as you can get. It's sharp and funky, and it sucks.
It's gonna be an F. You know what I think though? We are cooking these just salt, pepper, grill. A lot of these probably require brines or buttermilk.
Maybe that's why the kangaroo, I like that so much. That's a good recommendation actually. If you're cooking game meats, go for a marinade first. That kind of will help ease you into it.
We have made it to our final exotic meat, and by far the one I'm most excited about. This right here is zebra. It's a New York strip that kind of looks like veal to me, and it's kind of cool because it still has some of that bone attached. Tibby, do you have any idea that in the wild, your ancestors would have gone crazy for something like this? That is one spoiled cat because he's for sure getting a piece of this later. Zebras live in the east and south of Africa in grasslands and savanna woodlands. With their stunning striped pattern, it's been assumed that the purpose was to help camouflage against predators. But new research suggests that the stripes actually help them repel blood-sucking horseflies. I've always considered them the quintessential safari animal, so we'll see how they taste. See what Tibby thinks? Oh. No, we're not gonna eat the piece from the ground.
He's not getting more pieces.
Give me another piece.
Dude, he literally eats he licks his own butt, you're worried about
All right, relax. Relax. What a spoiled cat. His ancestors would have to hunt for this. Malnourished. He's just sitting here. Tibby just gets it for free. He has no idea how lucky he has it.
I'm feeling itchy.
My left eye is like pressure.
I feel weird after eating all this food. I think I might go vegan for a little bit.
Before we eat this, I do want to say a big thank you to Kyle and Sophia for going through this journey with me.
It's kind of sweet. I like it.
I love it. It's fantastic.
It's juicy too.
Very juicy.
Almost like a dry aged nuttiness in it.
The nuttiness,
Yeah.
yes.
There's a nuttiness in there it's weird, it's good. It tastes like premium.
I could eat this every day.
Kind of get where the cheetahs are coming from with this stuff. And what that means for our final exotic meat is that it is being placed well into the S category. Really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out maxjerky.com and use the code exotic30 for 30% off. And we'll see you next time. There's no winner.
There's no winner.
I think we're the losers.
We paid $3,000 for this meat.